During this segment, we will introduce plane figures and solids. So let's begin with a definition of a plane figure, and just keep in mind we'll be going over quite a few vocabulary words in this segment. Let's look at the following. A plane figure is a figure that lies on a plane. Plane figures, like planes, have length and width, but no thickness or depth. And then here's a definition of a polygon. A polygon is a closed plane figure that basically consists of 3 or more line segments that meet at their endpoints. By the way, a polygon is named according to the number of its sides. For example, this is a polygon and it has 1, 2, 3 sides. We call it, of course, a triangle. A polygon with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. A polygon with 5 sides, you probably know, is called a pentagon. A polygon with 6 sides, a hexagon, and so on. But for the moment, let's look at the following. Let's concentrate on the measures of the angles in a triangle. And it is true that the sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Notice I have that in notation. That stands for the measure of angle x plus the measure of angle y plus the measure of angle z is equal to 180 degrees. All right, so let's practice using that. Here I have a plane figure, has length, width, no depth. And I also have the angles marked. This is an unknown angle. This is 85 degrees. This is 70 degrees. I'd like to find the measure of angle x. So since the sum of the angles is 180 degrees, measure x, the measure of angle x, that's what that stands for, should be 180 degrees minus the measure of this angle, 70 degrees, and then minus the measure of this angle, 85 degrees. And if you perform this arithmetic, 180 minus 70, that's 110, and 110 minus 85, that's 25. So the measure of angle x is 25 degrees. Now how can you check? Find the sum of 25, 85, and 70. That sum must be 180 degrees. Now let's try that again. Let's find the measure of this. Let's find the measure of this angle now. So how do we find the measure of that angle? Well, we do the same thing. Now, by the way, this is a special triangle, which we'll talk about more in just a moment. But you see this marking? That means that this is a right angle, which means its measure is 90 degrees. But still, this is a triangle. The sum of the measures of the angles must be 180 degrees. So for this angle x, the measure is 180 degrees minus 90 degrees minus 50 degrees. And let's see, 180 minus 90, that's 90. 90 minus 50, that is 40 degrees. So this is 40 degrees. Now I'm going to erase the angles themselves just to concentrate on this particular triangle. So let's concentrate on this particular triangle and talk about some more vocabulary words. Basically, this is again what we call a right